Oh, it's time. Top up those chips, pour the wine, or whatever you'd like to imbibe with. Maybe you're going to have a white spot burger.
Oh, yeah. We have a special prize for our viewing party photos. Somebody's going to win it. It's a gift certificate.
$150 gift card.
Oh, I'm hungry. Look at that burger. That looks delicious.
Taste of what BC's made of. Yeah, so stay tuned. End of the show. If you sent in a viewing party photo last week, you're in the draw. If you want to get in this week, take a picture of you watching us right now. Send it to viewingparty@chekmedia.ca. CHEK Media is with no C. No,
and don't be shy.
C.
Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Like, let us see your face, too. We're seeing a lot of feet and dogs and knitting and what have you.
It's true. Show us you watching us and send it in. And at the end of the show, we'll give away the prize. We got a lot of news to get to.
Well, you know who probably needs a little cocktail right now is our Prime Minister is just getting it from all sides in the polls and the issues. And he has been under a lot of pressure with the Israel war with Hamas to say the right thing. And so this is what he said while he was here in BC this week.
All innocent life is equal in worth, Israeli and Palestinian. I urge the government of Israel to exercise maximum restraint.
And then...
So you're thinking, well, that sounded pretty reasonable. No, because protesters were all over him in Vancouver.
Yes.
Check this out. He was at Vidge's restaurant.
Shame on you! You have blood on your hands! Call for a ceasefire! Call for a ceasefire! Call for a ceasefire!
This is the Prime Minister being sort of bum rushed out of a restaurant and didn't end there. Happened again in Chinatown.
It's really unnerving to watch the temperature rise. We will talk about this with Premier David Eby, who is joining us here on the show coming up on Steel and Bands. We're going to get to a lot of topics with the Premier, including anti-Semitism and the rise in the feeling of discomfort and the lack of safety in community, regardless of your perspective. There's a feeling of, harassment.
Yeah, I mean, anti-Semitism is through the roof right now. So we're going to talk about that. But we have a lot of things to talk about on the show.
Right.
So coming up, there were a ton of disappointed Taylor Swift fans who couldn't get online tickets. This has been an issue, not just in Canada, also in the U.S. around her tours.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about, surely there's a better way to do this.
I'd like to be able to get on the Christmas train in Stanley Park, I'm just saying.
Right?
As mentioned, we will also have David Eby on the program. We're going to talk about housing. We're going to talk about healthcare. We're going to talk about the
policing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, Linda, you got some questions for sure.
Well, with the RCMP, what's going to happen? There's a lot of talk around that. So that's coming up. Also, if you love dogs and you love education, you will love our next guests coming up.
Good job. You guys are doing very good. Wait, no Peterson. Okay, your glasses, like a good boy.
Those are the science dogs, Bunsen and Beaker. They're super famous. They have 200,000 followers on Twitter, now called X, and their science teacher owner is going to join us, Jason Zakowski.
Cannot wait to have the human on the program. We also have some hot headlines for you. And wow, last week we were talking all about Randall Hopley and his cutting off his ankle bracelet. In fact, David Eby is going to chime in on this one.
Yes, so he is a thrice convicted child sex offender, and he was missing for 10 days. He finally went and walked himself up to a police station in the downtown east side because he was cold. And so who knows what's going to happen to him now. A lot of people are hot about this. You're going to hear from the Premier around Hopley and the whole bail system.
It's very triggering. I mean, it's every parent's worst nightmare, this guy. And so it's good that he's in custody. Hopefully he stays there.
Yeah, now also a story that you might have remembered from 2016, a massive fire in White Rock. It was an arson, and this was huge. There were hundreds of people displaced. Millions of dollars this arson fire caused. Took them 7 years to lay charges, and guess what? The result is the person who has pleaded guilty and been found guilty, no jail time. He got a conditional sentence.
No jail time, no record, no nothing. Conditional discharge. This is a problem, people.
It certainly is.
We got to get loud about this. Also, we talked last week, I think every week we've touched on short-term rentals and new rules and legislation around short-term rentals and some of the backlash and the pushback, but people always find a way.
Oh, they're just always looking for a little sneaky way to get around it. And so the housing minister, Ravi Kahlon, was quite upset because an ad was being put on Reddit for this company in BC that was asking people to go switch their address on their driver's license for $500 to one of these illegal Airbnbs so they could dodge the rules.
Because you have to be a primary resident? That is fraud, people. Don't do it. Do not do that.
No, exactly.
Do not do that. Hey, let's talk about this big billion-dollar battery plant.
Huge news. It's a lithium-ion battery plant announced from Maple Ridge. They're talking about it's going to create 450 permanent jobs.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
And where do we usually get our batteries from? Not Canada.
Yeah.
So yay for Maple Ridge and investing here. How about how we spend our money, and we look at the money, and we're so used to seeing Queen Elizabeth on our money.
King Charles now, I don't even really think it looks like him. It does when you see the actual photo, but apparently the Queen's face goes the other way.
Yes, they flip it every time, don't they?
Is that right? Yeah.
I do believe so.
You'll start seeing those in your pocket change.
And one thing that gets this one really riled up are self-checkouts.
It's just that I'm thinking, if I'm doing all the work, how come I'm not getting 5% off or something? Well, a lot of big retailers south of the border like Walmart and Costco are now saying, you know what, we think we're going to get rid of it. Why? Because of errors, because of theft. Because there's no customer service, there's no face-to-face customer service anymore.
Growing up as a little kid, I used to love going grocery shopping with my mom, and when we went through the self-checkout, every single time the cashier would be like, Sonia, how are you? Oh, look at you, Jody, you're getting so big. We got to know each other. We would talk about the things that were happening in community. We're losing our connection in community. We're all on our phones and we're, beeping our way through and looking up the PLU.
Cynical, but I doubt that the customer service piece was the main reason why they're potentially going to get rid of these self-checkouts. I think it's because they're a pain in the butt. Have you ever tried to, weigh bananas on it? No, sorry, hello, can anybody help me here?
Unidentified item in baggage area.
Or theft. Someone thinking nobody's here. I'm
Steal on your
just
side.
throw it in the bag. That's probably why they're doing it. But
Indeed.
I would love to just have more people have more jobs. How about that?
How about that? I dig that about you.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. There's a lot to get to on this program. So
still ahead. Excuse me. If you've missed out on a chance to see Taylor Swift in concert. Is it time to change the way online tickets are sold so everyone gets a fair chance?
Wouldn't that be nice? I would love that. That would be a gift this holiday season. Hey, you know what is a gift this holiday season is that we have Uber. Yes, holidays are made for Uber, aren't they? Don't drink and drive. Call an Uber. And for some, it can be supplemental income.
Yeah, because a lot of people are feeling a little bit tapped out with the holiday season. 92% of drivers and delivery people on Uber report that flexibility is really important when it comes to choosing work. That's why over 140,000 Canadians are choosing to earn flexibly with Uber. If you're interested, you can learn more at uber.com/flexibilityworks.
I love that. I also love our viewing party photos.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my goodness, let's get to it. Viewing party in full effect with a prize from White Spot. Barb and Scott,
and
you're
us
in.
Looking a bit stunned in that shot. Bevan Comox with your cozy. I have those slippers too.
There you go. Bonnie in Chilliwack, thank you for the shot of your popcorn.
Kathy and Elvis.
Get in on it. Take a picture of you watching us right now. Send us by email, viewingparty@chekmedia.ca. At the end of the show, we're giving out a $150 gift card to White Spot.